Hello there! So today I'm doing a tag which I created, so I'm really happy about that because I've created my own tag. Okay, today I'm doing something which I'm calling the Mortal Instruments versus the Infernal Devices tag. I can't really decide which one I prefer out of the two series, and I love them both a lot. So I've created this tag to try and decipher which one I love the most. Also, I just think it's interesting for other fans of the Mortal Instruments and the Infernal Devices to hear people's views on it and see where people agree and disagree. So that's why I've created this tag. I don't suggest that you watch this if you haven't read the books, and I also don't suggest that you do this tag if you haven't read all the books, because it doesn't really work. I'm going to count up the winner and see which series I prefer. You don't have to do this is optional, but I'm doing this to try and see which one wins. The first question is, favorite main character, Clary or Tessa? This one's really hard for me because I love them both so much. So the person I'm going to choose is Tessa, and don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Clary, but I feel like some of the things that Clary does are just too stupid. Question number 2, favorite Herondale, Jace or Will? Without a doubt, it is Jace. I don't know why, but I have a problem with Will, so I choose Jace. I'm actually like in love with him. I don't understand how Cassandra Clare did that, but I want to be with him in real life. Question number 3, favorite love triangle, Simon, Clary, Jace, or Will, Tessa, Jem? So this one's pretty easy for me. It's gonna be Will, Tessa, Jem. I don't like Will, so the whole time I was rooting for Jem, but I prefer this one to the Mortal Instruments love triangle because one of the Mortal Instruments, it's just so brief. Better villain, Sebastian or the Magister? So this one's pretty easy for me. I'm gonna choose Sebastian just because the Magister sounds kind of silly. And I mean, I hate them both, but I feel like I hated Sebastian more, and the fact that I hated him was a good thing. Like, I mean that in like the best kind of ways. I just kind of hated the Magister, and I thought he was kind of a crappy villain. I mean, he was a mundane. Better army, the Dark Army or the Clockwork Army? I can't remember if it's called the Dark Army. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I liked the Dark Army, but then I thought that the Clockwork Army was kind of cool, how they were automatons. I'm gonna choose the Clockwork Army just because I thought they were pretty cool, because they're machines and they found ways around doing things, and then they got turned into demons, which, I mean, sucks, but they were a good army. Question 6, better start to the series, City of Bones or Clockwork Angel? And I'm gonna choose Clockwork Angel just because I thought that this was a really great start to the series, and I can't actually remember what happened in City of Bones, but I mean, I enjoyed City of Bones, don't get me wrong, but well, I didn't like the ending of City of Bones. So, better female sidekick, Isabelle or Cecily? This one's pretty simple for me, Isabelle, because I just freaking love Isabelle. I think she's just amazing, and just, I kind of wish I could be Isabelle. Question 8, better setting, present day in New York or the 1800s in London? This one is so hard because I love both these settings so much. I loved the New York setting because I just found it like really cool, and I loved that it was modern day and just awesome, and it was great because there was a lot more like stuff going on with characters which was very frowned upon back in the 1800s, and I liked that aspect, and there was like funnier banter and just awesome stuff. But then again, the setting in London was amazing because I live near to London, so I'm reading all these place names, and now whenever I go to them, I'm like yesterday I went past Blackfriars Bridge and I was freaking out because I saw a point which I thought would be the point where Jem and Tessa finally kiss and get together, and I was like freaking out. So I also love the modern day setting, but then I also like the olden setting. Oh, I don't know. Okay, alright. I'm gonna choose London in the 1800s purely because I go past a lot of these places, so I find that really interesting. Number 9, better final book, City of Heavenly Fire or Clockwork Princess? They were both fantastic endings, I found, and I absolutely loved Clockwork Princess, but I didn't like what happened to Jem, at first, and I didn't like the fact that Will and Tessa got together, just because I'm really not a fan of Will and I definitely prefer Jem. And it was like right after they thought Jem died, they hooked up, and I was like, really? It was a bit insensitive. I adored City of Heavenly Fire. Don't get me wrong, I loved Clockwork Princess, but I'm gonna have to go for City of Heavenly Fire on this one. Question 10. Better final epilogue. City of Heavenly Fire or Clockwork Princess? This one's really hard. I adored the epilogue of City of Heavenly Fire because we got Simon back, and Clary and Jace were talking about getting married, and it was just amazing, and they were all on the beach, and it was just awesome, and there was Magister and Alec, and just everything was going great. However, in Clockwork Princess, we finally get the Jem and Tessa together, and Jem is not a silent brother anymore, and we learn about Will and Tessa and how they got together, and they had their grandchildren, I mean their children, and then their grandchildren. That bit was emotional. I was crying at the end of Clockwork Princess, but because of Jem and Tessa getting together, I was crying with happiness. However, City of Heavenly Fire, oh my god, this one's so hard. I'm gonna go with City of Heavenly Fire because there were funny bits in it. I remember there were some funny bits in it, and it was just the perfect ending. They're tied. Yep, 5 points for the mortal instruments and 5 points for the infernal devices. So I can't choose, but I'm gonna put this up anyway because I think it's a fun tag to do. So I tag I've chosen people who I know, or I'm pretty sure, because I stalked them on Goodreads, I'm pretty sure that these people have all read all of the books, and that's why I'm tagging them. If you've read all the books and you want to do it too, I tag you also. If I just tagged you and you don't want to do it, don't worry about it. You don't have to. You definitely don't have to. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. I'm so happy that I created my own tag. Please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, you can go ahead and click on my face now to subscribe. I have another channel also where I do a lot of beauty stuff, so if you want to check that out, you can. I'll put a link in the description. I always do. There's also a link down to my Goodreads, my Twitter, my Tumblr, my Instagram, my blog, not that I post on there, but just everything, and my book depository affiliate link, so if you want to use that and I'll get a really small commission and it will make me really happy, then you can go ahead and do that too, and then I can buy more books, which is just my goal in life, is to have my own beautiful collection of books. So thank you so much for watching again. I'll see you very soon. Bye!